105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Murat Washburn, and I'm a senior in Steamboat Springs High School. My number is number 3. I'm a forward. Years playing. I've been playing for 10 years. I also like to ski race. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in Ross Club. I don't know where I'd like to go to college. And will I play in college? I don't know. In 10 years, I see myself on the World Cup of the skiing of the 5th Alpine World Ski Circuit. My favorite discipline skiing is downhill, just because of the thrill, the speed it gives. I've been ski racing for about 7 years, skiing in total for probably 12 years. My favorite subject in school is history. My favorite movie is Blades of Glory because of its funny quotes. Last summer, I went to Norway to ski. My favorite memory from the summer probably be just hanging out with my friends. It's my last summer being in high school, so my goals for this season are to be the best I can. My life goals are to be happy and successful. What I remember about being a sailor is the community and the spirit the students give. My name is Murat Washburn. I'm a senior in Steamboat Springs High School. I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor Soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's plan.
Let's go, sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall is upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor Soccer Squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the Ranch and Rural Property Specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the ranch division.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdowns. Dances.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name's Kevin Castor. I'm a senior. My number is number 17. I play defense. I've been playing for 10 years. I also like to play speedball and basketball. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in working and chilling. I like to go to college somewhere in Colorado. I don't think I'll play soccer or any sport in college. In 10 years, I see myself with a solid job and a house, or not even, maybe an apartment. My favorite subject in school is science, because physics is fun with Mr. Nielsen. My favorite movie is Step Brothers, because it's funny. Last summer I went to Europe and went to Spain and Italy. In Spain and Italy, I went with my sister and toured a bunch of places, both in Spain and Italy, and ate a bunch of food and had a lot of fun. My goal for this season is a playoff game for sure. My goals in life are to enjoy it and make the most out of it. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the bus rides and how fun they are. My name's Kevin Castor. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailors soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's plan.
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall is upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the ranch and rural property specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the ranch division.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Sam Brown, and I'm a senior. My number is 27. I prefer to be a defender. I've been playing for probably solid 10 years. I also like to play ultimate frisbee and spike ball and cornhole. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in National Honor Society and Business Club. I'd like to go to college at DU or CU. And will I play in college? Maybe. I definitely won't play club. In 10 years, I see myself on a beach with a successful relationship. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Talladega Nights, because if you ain't first, you're last. I like this movie because it's funny. Last summer, I traveled a lot. My goal for the season is to hopefully win league. My goals for life are have a successful business. Well, I will remember most about being a sailor is when we, as a team, carry a tree up Mount Zirkle. I'm Sam Brown. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM. Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Russell's Auto Salon, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
It's time now for Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM and 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Boys soccer team is just about set to, they just started off with this matchup here against the hometown Devils. Vlad and Chase, along with Lowen Epstein here on the call this evening. Lowen, pleasure to have you along.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Vlad. I'm excited to be here.
We are underway. It's the first piece of action in this first half of play. Again, your Sailors are in their away white uniforms with red numbers on the other side of the ball. It's the Devils with their black uniforms, and it looks like they're doing a little breast cancer awareness with some pink socks. Looking pretty sharp out there. Our
Sharp, easy to see, easy to call. I'm excited for this one. Two struggling teams at this point in the season, so this game's an opportunity for both these guys to come out and have a little bounce back game. And so the Sailors getting this started off here is they're gonna hold it in their own zone. It'll be Kevin Castor on the far side of the pitch. Castor's gonna take it up, move this ball over to James Burnson. Burnson now runs across the field, and he gets this one defended away. Nice header there into the zone. That was Oliver Henry Cardillo going up for that one, and he's still trying to poke it away. The Devils are going to retain possession. Murat Washburn now on defense. This ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be awarded to the Devils. So the throw in here is going to be Alex Sandoval. Sandoval's going to boot this one way deep, and it'll be fielded by his teammate. Goes out of bounds once more. Devils are going to Sailors are going to take possession now, as Sam Brown will throw this one in. Brown on the far side, looks up, trying to find his teammate. Going to be poked away for a moment. Work towards the middle of the pitch. Now the Devils are going to control this one handily. Sends it back to the goalkeeper, and he's just going to send this one flying all the way up the field, right into the face of Murat Washburn. Gives this one back up to Bryce Zetzman now. Here's Cardillo trying to find Caparelli, speeding towards the other end of the field. And that shot is way over, as that was Charlie Welch. No, excuse me. That was James Burnson with a boot over the crossbar.
Yeah, it's good to see James out there. Nice to see Sam Brown returning as well here today.
And this ball's going to be stolen away. Here's a shot and a goal. As that's Oliver Caparelli who just intercepted the goalkeeper inbounds kick and came away with it like a defensive back. Takes it all the way and punches that one in the net. Give the Sailors a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a really big play there for your Steamboat senior, and especially in a season like this and in a game, as important to the team as this one is, because you want to try and come out with a result. That was a really nice start for Steamboat. We'll see if they can continue that trend.
Eagle Valley now trying to bounce back. This one's going to be fielded into the Sailors zone. They're going to retake possession, as it will be Sam Brown on the far end of the field looking to throw this ball in. And indeed, he's trying to dodge the pink socks. Here he goes. Little fake there. Throws this one in off the head of an Eagle Valley player. Now it'll be on the ground for a moment. Scrum on the far side of the field. Sailors finally are able to come away with it. That's James Bernston. Now it's going to be kicked all the way back into the Sailors zone. Washburn is going to head that one out of their territory, and Eagle Valley's just going to slow this down and try to keep possession here. It's going to be Guadalupe Granillo taking it up the near side, as he just gets trapped by Sam Brown and Murat Washburn. They take it away. Now here's an opportunity here for Danielson Sandoval, and Sandoval's going to handle it in the middle of the pitch. Nice defensive effort there from the Sailors, as that's going to be poked away. And now they're looking to take this on the offensive zone. Far side now. It's going to be worked over. Little triangle passing here as finally it catches a foot and goes into the Devils zone. So it'll be Alexis Ramos handling it. Kicks it all the way up the other side of the pitch. Trying to get something going here for the Devils, as they're getting all opportunities shut down by a tough Sailors defense who's kept them in a lot of the games this season. Here's an opportunity right here for Granillo, as he has a shot and a goal. Nice little crossover pass there, as Granillo was able to find his teammate on a nice little 1-2 punch, and it just squeaks by the Steamboat goalkeeper for one to even this one up.
That's the interesting thing, is in Steamboat's victories, series. They were both against Palisade, and in those 2 games, they scored 15 goals. So if this is going to be a close one, it could very well be a 6-5 game. I mean, especially with these two teams kind of coming in as they have with just, I think, 6 wins between the 2 squads.
So the equalizer from Eagle Valley is good on a nice play that results in a goal for the Devils. And now they're just gonna take control of it once more. The Devils, what a move there from Armando Munoz as he's able to get by a couple Sailors defenders. Gives this one up to Granillo. Back to Munoz now. He's dangling his way into Steamboat territory. Finally, they're able to get it away from him. And this is going to be the Sailors taking it up now as Joe Scopa couldn't get a handle on it. Now Sam Brown is just going to boot this one into the offensive zone. Finds Murat Washburn. Washburn now up the near side. Gives it down to Zetzman off of the foot of a Devil. Goes out of bounds. Washburn will throw it in. Washburn finds Caparelli. He had the first goal. Kicks it up and over the head of a defender. Finds Sam Brown. Now he's just going to send this one backwards. Gives it over to Kevin Castor. Dodges, makes a few moves, tries to get by a defender, and it's going to be poked away. Castor still chasing it. We've got a foot race here as this one goes up into the air, and James Burnson is there to try to get his head on it. Can't. Instead, it'll be worked down into the defensive zone for Eagle Valley. Now in the middle of the pitch. Here's another opportunity for the Devils. Quickly now, it's going to be Munoz working up the near side, and a nice defensive effort there from Sam Brown as he's able to tip it away. Devils still working. It looks like they've had some great control plays here when they have had the opportunity to get by the Sailors defense. Here's another one of those times. Crossover pass, and this one's just going to be fielded right in front of the goal by Axel Kovac.
1-1 game here with 32:47 left. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Steamboat. They jumped out to that early lead, and now they're going to be battling another, tie game at 1-1, but at least you continue to see that fire. It's not as if that goal that Eagle Valley scored early was letting the squad down, which we've seen through a number of games here this season. So good performance in this first 8 minutes of play.
Yeah, it looks like the Sailors have had a few offensive opportunities, but really defensively, I think they've done a great job, and that's kind of been more of their focal point this season with their defense keeping them in the game against a lot of good teams. So I'm excited to see how they continue throughout the rest of this one. This ball goes out of bounds on the far side, and it'll be worked in now. Headed up into the air by Sam Brown. Bernston does the same. Finally, they find Murat Washburn. He's going to send this one back over to Castor. Castor now working. Dangling between some defenders. Gives it up now to Sam Brown again. Here's Caparelli chasing it. Does he have an opportunity? He does, but that is going to get wrapped up before the play can be made by the goalkeeper for the Devils. And so now with 31:28 to go in this first half, still a tie game. Devils working it on the far side.
It looks like that's Tyron Cameron who's in as the keeper for the Devils here this evening.
Tyron Cameron with some great plays here early, minus the one that slipped by him from Caparelli. Ball's tipped out of bounds 2 times in a row. The Sailors are going to retain possession. It'll be Castor on the far side near the 50-yard line, throwing this one in. Castor, the senior. A 2-year starter here for the Sailors as he tries to get it inbounds. James Burnson, nice move there, and he's going to run right into a defender. He looks to be a little shaken up on that play as he's holding his head. And Washburn's going to tip this one back in. Once again, it's going to be Burnson. What a play there as he's going to find Caparelli. Gets turned around for a moment, shot and no good. And that would
looks like the flag was up for an offsides play there on Caparelli again.
Offsides on Caparelli. That was a great dish from Burnson, who was able to find him in the middle of a triple coverage defensive scheme there, and Caparelli gets called for the offside. So Devils gonna handle it here once more, as it'll be Alexis Ramos sends it back down to his goalkeeper. He's going to step back, boot this one all the way up the field. Washburn sends it right back. Airmail. And so Ramos is going to handle it again, not before it goes out of bounds. And now Washburn's going to have an opportunity. Zetzman's going to have they're going to give it to Washburn. He's going to have an opportunity to throw this one in here. And so he finds Pete Dorr, and shot is going to go way above the net and out of bounds.
So we've got 19:24 left, and goal kick coming up here for Eagle Valley. Like I said, Tyron Cameron, the keeper here for this Devils squad to start things off. They got a pair of junior goalkeepers, so we may see substitution at halftime. We've seen it before with a number of squads. Not sure what the split is on this Eagle Valley team. It's worked forward by the Devils. That was Munoz, who's had such an excellent career here as an Eagle Valley player into his junior campaign as well. But, definitely a notable kind of player who has stood out in a number of games in the past. Here's a long ball. That one too far for Caparelli. It's going to be scooped up by Cameron, and he will just trot to the top of his 18 before punting one upfield towards the midfield line. Skips once. Castor's in there fighting for it, but it's going to come down to the foot of Escobar. Escobar gets dispossessed. Good tackle from Castor on that far side of the pitch. He gets it into Reese John. John contends, comes up with possession still, and gets it off to Castor. Quickly up to the far side, he finds the foot of Alfredo Perez inside to Burnson. Burnson now touches it back. He was looking for John. Eventually got there after it caromed off of a Devils player. And Castor goes shoulder to shoulder with an Eagle Valley player on the far side of the field. However, it's going to squeak free, and the Devils do attack. Long through ball up to the left wing. That could connect. It does. Into the 18, but out to play that is Charlie Welch, who's gotten the nod here this evening. First time, I believe, that we have seen Charlie Welch in goal for your Steamboat Sailors here. His first start, I believe, with varsity. It's going to be kicked back his direction. He gathers this in with the right foot, swings it back outside to Washburn. Washburn is going to be able to keep that one alive on the near sideline into Sam Brown. Brown steps towards the sideline as well. Fires it up. He finds Dorr to Washburn. Washburn gets challenged, gets a tackle away from him. Here is Munoz once again. Inside to Sandoval. Sandoval going to go for a through ball. Nice job from Kleins on that far side. Getting into a lane. Now it's going to be chipped into the 18 again, and Escobar couldn't get there. Great work again from your Steamboat defense, just like Lone was talking about. They have started off very strong here this evening. 26:57 to go, 1-1 game.
Both these teams are playing very physical, Vlad. As you can see, a lot of shoulder-to-shoulder action. A couple players already have kind of had their head in their hands from getting bumped into a little bit. And it's just this is a physical game, fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been a strong start for both teams. Like we talked about, there is that contingency of 6 wins between the two squads. Steamboat, of course, hoping to come out with a result and split the series here throughout this season with this Eagle Valley squad. Worked up to Escobar far side of the field. He's going to gather it in. Nice little cutback maneuver and sends a service into the box. Great job, though, from Washburn to clear that one out. Has help from the head of Reese John. Gets it off to Perez. Works one up, finding Burnson, and his pass upfield is a little too far for Cardillo. Turned away by the Devils player, but their pass as well, a little bit off the mark. So the Sailors will have a throw-in on the far side of the field to play. Kleins will take this one here for your Steamboat Sailors. Again, they are left to right on KTYV, starting things off in this first half of play on 105.7. You can stream this one online as well at steamboatradio.com or head to the YouTube channel and watch it on the live stream if you're if you so desire. Toss from Kleins again. Finds Reese John. A little touch back to Kleins. Doesn't have enough on it. Taken back instead by an Eagle Valley attacking player. Escobar's in there. Heads one up near side, trying to find the foot of Granillo. And Granillo, who is the goal scorer here for... Did he get the goal, or did he just serve it up there?
He served it.
Okay, so he was the assist man.
Granillo has been in a lot of this action. You can tell that this offense kind of runs through him as he's kind of cherry picking this left side of the field, and he's getting some big opportunities here.
Shoe comes off of Cardillo, and it's going to be a free kick for your Steamboat Sailors. Kevin Castor looks like he will be the man to do it. The official trying to see if he needs a substitution. Cardillo anxiously trying to put that shoe in. He gets it all situated and says, "I'll stay on the field, thank you."
Did he?
Yeah.
It looked barely, for a moment he was just running with it. I don't think. Yeah, he might have.
Castor with a nice service. He has Burnson, tried to just shoulder that one up to Caparelli. Comes right back to Kevin Castor at the midfield line. He'll slide one back to Charlie Welch. Welch, of course, like I said, starting his first varsity game here of his career. Worked up to the near side. Eagle Valley does intercept, and their long ball attempt is going to be knocked out of the air by Steamboat's Kevin Castor, but he can't control on the second touch. It comes all the way into the 18. A little shove. And we'll see what the call is.
The Eagle Valley fans didn't like that. Kevin Castor just got beat on the foot race and decided to throw his arms out, kind of pushed his man to the ground.
I think it is a moot point because he was in behind the defense. They may have called that one No, they're not pushing him back. So it must have been that was just a goal kick earned. No call on that. I might agree with the Eagle Valley fans. He definitely extended the arms a little bit on that one, but as a Steamboat guy,
he probably saved the play.
Yeah. Here's an opportunity for Kleins. He's going to try and get a pass upfield. Hits off of the foot there of Luis Chairez, and that will be out of play. Kleins will wait as substitutions are made. It looks as though Alfredo Perez has been moved back to that holding midfield slot with Daniel Lopez coming into the game for his first taste of action. It's worked back to Kleins. He tries to switch the pitch, finding Cardillo in the big circle. Continues it to Perez up the near side. He finds Pete Dorr. Dorr's going to turn, tries to fire it up. Nice. Great looking ball there, but yes, it was offside, as I thought was the case. 22:44 remaining here. Still 1-1 game from Eagle Valley High School. Free kick is quickly put into play off the foot of Ramos. Now a long ball attempt up the near side is going to be knocked out of the air by the left foot of Marat Washburn. Gets it up to Pete Dorr. Now along further, he finds Cardillo, turns, squares up and finds Burnson on a quick feed. Tries to get one through to an overlapper. That was Caparelli, pardon me. Steamboat, however, forced to go back to the midfield line. Washburn challenges. He's got an opportunity of possession here, and eventually it caroms off of a defender for Eagle Valley. Throw in Steamboat. Toss comes quickly. However, before that's the case, we may have had a mix-up, and it looks as though Eagle Valley will have the throw instead. 1-1 the score here. Toss comes in near side. Devils are contending for this, but the 50-50 ball is taken by Cardillo. Kicks off of a defender and out of bounds, so a throw for Steamboat now right about that midfield line. Washburn looking for Dorr. Caroms off a defender once again. Nice job getting in the way by Guadalupe Granillo. And here is Washburn with a longer toss, trying to find the foot of Cardillo. Gets it to Dorr, back to Cardillo. Chip through, cheeky play there. And Dorr tries to come in and make a play at that one, but a nice defensive effort from Alexis Ramos, and he eventually will just clear the danger area. Throw in deep here in the attacking third for your Sailors. Service to the back post. In comes Lopez. Oh, he couldn't quite get the head on that one to turn it on goal. Instead, it's cleared out by Eagle Valley. But again, if you're tuning in, Lopez was not there in the Evergreen game, and it's always so big when you see Lopez step in offensively. He creates so much. If anything, he draws defenders to him.
Yeah, Lopez is a great player, and last year he had a spectacular season, and he hasn't been there for a lot of this season, so to have him back is huge for this Sailors team.
It's going to be out of bounds once again off of a defender. This time that was the Sailors, however. So Granillo will have the throw. Toss comes in to the foot of Sandoval. Sandoval tries to make a move and eventually ends up going to his back line. Quick little chip through. Knocked forward by Alfredo Perez. He's got Lopez. Chip through. He gets it along to Caparelli in stride. However, he overruns the ball somewhat. Caparelli reversing course away from pressure. Gets it off to Burnson. Burnson now tries to serve it to Lopez at the top of the 18. Couldn't get it to him. Instead, it's turned out by the Eagle Valley defenders. Right back into play, though. Cardillo now trying to find Door. Too much on that pass to him. And he'll go all the way back to Charlie Welch. So we've got 20 minutes remaining here. First half of play, 1-1 score on KTYV 105.7.
Welch dishes it into the defensive zone for the Sailors. Castor looking for Lopez. He's got a lot of speed, and he almost caught up to it. But Eagle Valley's going to get hands on that one and just send it back the other way. Yeah, Lopez is he's a fun player to watch, man. I remember last year watching a lot of these games. I mean, he's an absolute dog on that right side of the field. He's great. So, I assume that Coach Bowman's probably going to try to get him worked in just more and more as this season kind of goes. As here he goes again. Nice crossover. Finds Caparelli, and that's a nice save by Eagle Valley. Goes right into the air, and Lopez is there to head this one back into play. Devils now trying to handle it. Lopez all over on the defensive end, and finally the Devils are just going to clear this one out. As a nice little move put on Sam Brown there. And here come the Devils with an opportunity. Here's Granillo. Can he catch up to it? No. And Welch with a save on the other end. So the goalkeepers doing big things here after quick back-to-back goals to open this game. They've been pretty rock solid since then. As this is going to be worked forward. Brown catches up to it. Now Peter Dorr. Give this one over to Scopa. Kicks it back to Washburn, who's been having a great game on the defensive end. Dorr now tries to run through three. Gets tripped up, and the Devils are going to take over once more. This ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Sailors. Washburn from the near side. He's got Dorr in front of him. And Cardillo as well. He goes with Scopa. Loses it, though. Bad tossing as the Devils are going to take control once more. So, as the Devils try to work this ball inside, it just keeps getting batted away by this Sailors defense. Nice play here from Lopez as he's going to find Caparelli again, but there's going to be a whistle down before he's able to get the shot off.
Yeah, he's up. Upset about that call on the offsides. It was a little bit of a late one, but
so the Sailors have had a few opportunities here that have been blown dead by offsides calls.
I've never seen in all my career of broadcasting, Lowen, a player that has won that discussion with the official.
After arguing. I haven't either, Lod. And you've been doing this a lot longer than I have. So Lopez playing defense now. He gets it away. He's going to throw it in. He'll find Burnson. Loses it for a moment. Burnson sends this one all the way across, and that's going to be fielded by Granillo. Can he catch up to it? No. Washburn's there to tip it away right into the arms of Charlie Welch, who just gets palms on it, and now he's going to boot this one away. So Welch looking downfield. It'll be gathered by Sam Brown. Brown working. And now Cardillo gets it tipped away, and the Devils are going to send this one back to the Sailors goalkeeper, Charlie Welch. So Welch is going to have another opportunity here as he punts it once more. Now Cardillo handles it, looks up top, finds Burnson. Now Castor sends it down low, and it'll be intercepted in the middle of the field by Sandoval. Sandoval working on the far side. He's going to tip this one into play, and Cardillo now looking for Lopez. He's got an opportunity here on the right side. Lopez crossover. Can he finish it? And that's no good. As Oliver Caparelli was looking for the crossover to finish that one off, and they just could not connect on it, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Yeah, great looking play play there from the Sailors. It was a little bit of a broken piece as it got by that defender. It looked like Finnegan ended up falling down on the play, and it got through, and so that's what allotted Lopez to get in on that left wing. And good service. Caparelli tried to get there, just couldn't get a touch on it. And so now we have more officials.
Yeah, another whistle here.
Another offsides play.
Another offsides, and I believe this time it was on the Devils. So the Sailors are going to take over at midfield as they're going to dish it down low. Pete Dorr handling it. Dorr is going to look for a wide open space here. He finds one. He almost had a shot there, and indeed he does, and he just whiffs it, and that goes harmlessly into the arms of the goalkeeper. He'll boot it away. So this one up into the air. Headed back down, gathered by Sam Brown. Gathered by Henry Cardillo. Now gives it over to Pete Dorr. Dorr now finds Caparelli, trying to make a man miss. He does, sends it down low, and it'll be dished away. Lopez had a wide open back door there on the right side. Couldn't quite find him. This time he gets control of the ball, and now it'll just be kicked back and forth between the 40s as Murat Washburn tries to get a foot on it. Down low now. It'll be taken over by Armando Munoz. Munoz sends this one into play. Opportunity here for the Devils. It's going to be run down by the Sailors, though. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick.
Good work thus far from Steamboat. Liking what I'm seeing from them. There's a lot of real positive things. Like I said, there's been a couple chances for the Sailors to come away with the possibility of a couple more goals. They haven't been able to connect as of yet, though.
Yeah, I want to say a quick shout out to some of our sponsors: Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend, and Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Sailors working. Nice defensive play here. Here's Peter Dorr trying to get by a man, and he's just going to slow this one down. He's got two in front of him. Dorr looking, and that's a nice shot, and he just couldn't connect. He almost went top left corner with it, but it just sails over the crossbar.
Oh, that was punched over, man. That was a good save from the keep. That's going to be, he had to force that one over, and so it's saved from Cameron, but it's going to be a corner kick for the Sailors, which is big chance.
So a great save by Tyron Cameron as he punches that one over the crossbar. It looked like Pete Dorr got a little bit too much mustard on there, but yeah, I mean, that's a great save by Cameron. And so a corner kick. Here's Daniel Lopez looking for the crossover, and he's going to find Caparelli, puts it back into play. Eagle Valley doing their best to send this one out, and it's going to be tipped up again, and a crossover. I think he was looking for Kevin Castor there. He couldn't quite get enough on it, and this one's going to go out of bounds now. Washburn will throw it in.
Really good looking set piece from the Sailors. Again, they pushed up Kevin Castor. He's so potent on those pieces because of his size. Oftentimes one of the bigger guys out there, not just, height-wise, but he's just a bulky kid too. So tough for players to go against him for tough for players to contend against that in the box.
Sailors looking to cap this half off with another goal as they strike first very early, as Murat Washburn's going to handle it from the near side. Gives it up into the middle of the field. That's going to be Cardillo. Cardillo, nice feet there as he makes a move, makes two men miss, and then tries to split the difference. Can't make it happen, though. And now it'll be rushed up the field by Eagle Valley. Here's an opportunity. Defender falls, and there's going to be a whistle.
I'll tell you what, man, we were laughing at it, but Castor, he drinks a lot of protein. He takes care of his body, so that's what it comes down to.
A lot of protein. As the Sailors are going to handle it here. Excuse me, the Devils are going to handle it here, as it looks like they're setting up for a free kick. Yeah. Do you know what the call was on that?
Yeah, it looked like one of the defenders there just kind of got his elbow up a little bit. So
that'll be sent into play. Castor goes up and kicks it away. The Devils handle it. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be awarded back to Eagle Valley possession. So from the far corner in the Sailors zone, they're going to throw this one in. It'll be headed out by Daniel Lopez. Now headed once more. Nice bicycle kick by Daniel Lopez. He puts this one out of play. That was a very athletic showing there from Lopez. And the Sailors are just trying to get control of it. Eagle Valley still contending in the Sailors zone. Nice play from Castor. Makes a man miss. Put him in the washing machine and gets it all the way down to Caparelli. His wheels trying to catch up with it, and he almost runs into the goalkeeper as it's sent out of bounds. Last touched by Washburn. Here comes the Devils trying to make quick work. It'll be Ramirez. Ramirez dishes it off to Munoz. Munoz now is going to send this one upwards. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be Phelan, and he barely catches up to it, puts it back into play, and it goes out of bounds.
I think they say he did not catch up to it, in fact.
They're saying it was out of bounds.
It looks like it just crossed the line.
Initially. So no, I don't think so, because I think when he kicked it, it got tipped off a Sailors player, and so now they're going to have the Devils are going to have a corner kick here. So from the corner, it's going to be headed up and over Charlie Welch and company. Goes out of bounds. Sailors take over. 9:31 left to go in this first half of action.
So we've got ourselves a goal kick for Welch. I've really been impressed with him so far. You know, there's a lot of talk, and when I've been chatting with Brian about, you know, who to expect in goal, I even earlier said Axel, but, you know, it's nice to see Charlie finally get that first start of his career. Just a freshman, yes, but Kovac, only a sophomore. Here's an opportunity. Nearly capitalized on by Caparelli. Comes free now. Dorr is going to try and turn a corner and get a shot off, but he can't do it. But I'm really excited because Charlie, he works so hard. He puts in the time and he does it right. I mean, he really puts his head down and just works hard, which is a pretty rare trait to see, especially in a mountain town like Steamboat, where you have a lot of kids who do so many sports and are naturally pretty gifted athletes, and sometimes that can definitely lead to a little bit of laziness, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Of course you do, because you're one of them. It's worked in the service just behind. Caparelli ends up going out of bounds on the near side. 8:26 left here in what is a 1-1 game from Eagle Valley High School. Kind of what I was anticipating. You know, I mean, a lot of what you hear about soccer is there are goals scored in bunches, usually twos at least. And so we scored, we being the Sailors, and then quickly, within the next 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, Eagle Valley notches one. And it's been a good battle since then, but I'm really happy and impressed with what I've seen from the Sailors here tonight. Worked up now by Sam Brown. He's going to contend for this one. Ends up getting into a little shoving match, shoulder to shoulder with the defender, and it looks as though that defender did get his arm out. So, free kick, and it's a lofty one. That one over the head of Caparelli, though he does turn back and chase it down at the near sideline, keeping it alive to Murat Washburn. Serves one in that goes under the foot of Dorr. It's cleared out by an Eagle Valley defender, headed along by Escobar, but it is going to go to Charlie Welch, who's in his own 18. Able to gather that in, rolls it upfield, finding Sam Brown, got away from him, and very nearly a dangerous play there. Comes to the near side, taking it as Arroyas, and Arroyas had too much on it. Welch steps into one, lets that fly across the midfield line, headed right back the other way by the Devils. You know, I really love that they're doing a little support of breast cancer awareness. We're rocking those pink socks. It's a nice, easy thing to do for a soccer team like that, but it looks sharp, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I like how it goes with the black jerseys and the white numbers. And, you know, shout out to Eagle Valley for letting us call this game, because sometimes seems like teams don't want us to.
Yeah, they're AD here at Eagle Valley takes care of us, that's for sure. It's going to be worked up field by the Eagle Valley players. 1-1 score with 6.5 left now, and a foot race here. Sam Brown getting a few hands in his back there, goes into the 18, eventually goes down, but Welch was out there, rolls it forward, and the Sailors will again build from the back. Here's Perez. He tries to work one forward, hit a defender. Gets a second chance out. It finds Burnson. Burnson now long through ball. Oh, Caparelli nearly overruns that, but couldn't quite chase it down. Good-looking, developing play. Again, the Sailors are finally, there seems to be a little bit of swagger in their game, Lowen. I mean, throughout the season, when you only have 2 wins, sometimes you can see the confidence is not quite there for a team, but Steamboat tonight, playing really hard and playing confidently, which is a nice change of pace here on this year.
Yeah, they look fast, they look confident, and I like the way you said swagger. They definitely look like their heads are up there, and you know, they know that they can win this game.
This ball worked in again. Eagle Valley will take it as the Devils try to advance, but a good effort from Steamboat defender. That looked like it was Sam Brown that time. Looking for help from Perez. Couldn't quite get it, and it's eventually worked to the near sideline. Karam's up and is out of bounds. That's a throw for Steamboat. Washburn takes it. Quickly tosses one in. He's looking on the near side for Henry Cardillo. Cardillo looks like he may have just gotten a shoulder into the face there of Kevin Gonzalez.
Here we go.
Now, nice chance at the other end. Here's Caparelli into the 18. Chance shot. Big save. Cameron with the huge stop there. Maybe the save of the game. As he dives from right to left, makes that stop, and it's going to be a little punt here, but not before. Quick little check-in on Kevin Gonzalez, who got that face rearrangement from the shoulder of Cardillo. 4.5 minutes left, 1-1 score. And it will be kicked ahead here. Eagle Valley taking it and trying to find offense in the waning moments. Sandoval sends it up the right wing. Headed forward there by Klein. Good job getting into the lane. And now it's worked again. A slide and not a great one from Burnson. That will bring a stoppage and a yellow card. James Burnson is out. Per Chasser rules, has to sub off. And the Sailors look like they may bring in Scott. Jackson Scott will sub in for James Burnson, and we'll have ourselves a free kick just about 8 yards deep in the Sailors' half of play. 4:16 to go in a 1-1 game. Here from Eagle Valley High School. What are you liking so far, Lowen?
You know, Vlad, I'm really liking the energy that both these teams are bringing. Both are playing great defensive ball. Oh man, there's a goal right there from the free kick. Somehow the Devils were able to sneak that one in behind a slew of Sailors defenders right as I was giving them props. So my bad for jinxing that one as they make this a 2-1 game. But like I was saying, Vlad, you got to give props to both these defenses. There's been so many opportunities that have been swatted away. It's really been impressive, especially the goalkeeping play of Charlie Welch and Tyron Cameron on the other end for the Devils. It's been great. Tell me what you saw right there on that goal, Vlad.
Well, honestly, a small screen. It looked like it was just one of those kind of broken plays. It came down on the far post, bounced around, and an Eagle Valley player just got there first. Those are those small battles inside of a game that you need to win if you're going to come out on top of some of these. Steamboat, 2 wins on the year, but they've had a lot of really close games. And so, it's those kind of plays where you take that one back, it's 1-1. Instead, now 2-1 here with 3.5 to go in this first half of play. It's small victories inside of a game, right? Those small battles. You win more of those than you lose, and you will likely come out with the result you're looking for.
Well said. Well said. As we've got 3:18 left in this first half of action, 2-1, hometown Devils lead as Sailors going to handle this one on the near side, trying to make quick work, maybe notch this one to a tie before they go into the locker room. Here's Marat Washburn sending it up into the middle of the pitch. He's going to find Pete Dorr. Dorr looking. He's surveying his options. He's got Lopez to his right, and instead it's going to be tipped away from behind. Finally gets it back. Caparelli makes a nice move, and stolen away by the Devils once more. Trying to get it into play is going to be Eagle Valley, as Castor is going to head this one towards the goal, and Welch is just going to palm this one in the 18. Welch gives this one, and Caparelli takes control, finds Alfredo Perez. Now Perez works it Cardillo looking for somewhere to go. Gives it back to Washburn. 2:20 left to go now on the clock. Ball goes out of bounds. Eagle Valley is going to send it back the other way now. So they kick it back into their defensive zone. They're going to survey, boot this one up. Almost a great play there as it was folded by the Sailors. And now it'll be a little back and forth action inside the big circle. Castor gives this over to Caparelli. Now into the middle of the field, it's going to be Perez. Perez finds Cardillo. Tipped away again. He's going to loft this one into the air, and it's going to be headed. Here we go now. Castor trying to find Lopez. Loses it for a moment, and it'll be gathered once more by Armando Munoz. Munoz trying to make quick work of this. Cross-court survey there, and Washburn's able to take control here. He's got 2 on him. Loses it. And Rojas gains possession. Here's a whistle. And this call is going to result in a Devils possession in the Sailors zone with exactly 2 minutes to play in the first half. So Washburn was shaking his head on that, didn't like the call.
That was a spikes up call there, so his spikes ended up coming up, and any time that the official sees that, that's an automatic whistle.
And so it's going to be booted into play here for the Devils, as it'll be another whistle here. What was the call on that? I couldn't tell. Anyways, the Sailors get, I think it was an offside. Sailors get possession. Kevin Castor boots it in the middle of the field, and it'll be gathered by the Devils.
So interesting, there's 2 spots that do this. Eagle Valley's one of them. But Eagle Valley and Glen were the only 2 remaining places that I have called games at where they do not just go off of the clock. So 2 minutes, it stops, and then it's all on the officials' time. So just a little bit of a unique situation.
That is a unique situation. I'm sure there's not that much time left in this first half, though, as Sailors trying to finish this one out. Why do they do that?
That's it. Some of the officials want to do that for that, extra time if there was an injury or something, or they had to stop it. But for the most part, you can just, as the official, stop the clock on those cards. So that's where a lot of the high school programs have gotten away from it. But that is the half. 2-1 the score. Eagle Valley on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Back with the second half of action after this on KTYV 105.7. We're online as well at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Tampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Russell's Auto Salon, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
It's time now for Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the Ranch and Rural Property Specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the ranch division.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Lover's Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
When you're in Adams, you got to have a lot of passion. When you're in Adams,
you need to really love your wife.
The Steamboat Springs High School Drama Troupe presents The Addams Family, a new musical. Shows are October 17th through the 19th at 6 p.m. and a matinee showing at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets are on sale now and available at the high school box office and all that. Tickets are just $20 for reserve seats and $12 for GA, and only $5 with your activity pass. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky. The Addams Family, a new musical presented by the Steamboat Springs High School Drama Troupe. This Thursday through Saturday at Steamboat Springs High School.
You're happy when your toes are in the mud. You smile a bit the moment you smell blood. Woo! When you're in Addams,
you need to grab a bow and arrow.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name's Alfredo Perez. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is number 9. My position is center mid. I've been playing for 5 years. I also like to play basketball. Outside of school sports, I like to also be involved in mountain biking. I'd like to go to college at CU Boulder. I don't think I'm going to play at a college. In 10 years, I see myself being an engineer. My favorite subject in school is math. I don't have a favorite movie because I've watched so many. Last summer I went to watch a soccer game. I went to go watch in Denver, Mexico, and Canada. My goal for the season is to score a goal. My goals for life are to be successful at being an engineer. What I will remember about being a sailor is playing in the soccer season. My name is Alfredo Perez. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School. Proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor Soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's path.
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall's upon us this time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air.
The Steamboat Sailors football season continues this Friday night as your Steamboat Sailors head to Edwards to take on the Battle Mountain Huskies. Hi, it's me, Brian Harvey, the voice of Steamboat Sailors football, inviting you to join me and Mike Deemer from Johnny B. Goods this Friday night. Pre-game starts at 6:30 and kickoff is at 7. And of course, you can listen to it on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 or by going to KTYV on the TuneIn app. And if you can't make it to the game, you can watch it live on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Sailors football is made possible by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Celebrations, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty. Bringing you Steamboat Sailors football this Friday night from Gardner Field.
Steamboat Sailors football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com. It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name's James Burnson. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is 7. My position is center mid. I've been playing soccer for about 10 years. I also like to play hockey, ping pong, and speedball. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in numerous clubs at the high school, like National Honor Society, and I also work at Los Locos up at the mountain. I'd like like to go to college at the Colorado School of Mines. In college, I hope to play soccer or hockey at the club level, hopefully. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully graduated from college, working a job I enjoy going to every day, and just having a good time. My favorite subject in school is math, because I'm good at it and I'm Asian, so it fits the stereotype. Last summer, I worked a lot at Los Locos. I hung out with friends, went out on Stagecoach a lot boating. My goals for this season are just to stay healthy, hopefully get a home playoff game this year. My goals for life are to have a good job, good relationships in my life, have a nice house, make some money. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the bonds that I've created with all my teammates and the family that I'll always have for the rest of my life. My name's James Burnson. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdowns. Dances.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we've gone green with Enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000 or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, the lodging leader.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
I'm Peter Dorr, and I'm a senior. I'm number 6, and I play center back. I've been playing soccer for 10 years. And I also like to play basketball, and I ski race. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in Steamboat Mountain School's basketball club. I'd like to go to college at Dartmouth. I will ski race in college. My favorite discipline in skiing is slalom. In 10 years, I see myself pursuing a successful career as a surgeon. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. And I like this movie because of the useful quotes. I went skiing in Mount Hood this summer. I went scuba diving with my family in Belize.
Volcano sauce.
I played a lot of soccer. My goals for this season are to win as much as possible.
You didn't even have it.
Yeah, I had some on mine.
Are to have a successful career and raise a successful family. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the Zirkle trip. I'm Peter Dorr, senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
See why you don't want to go to homecoming.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Rockwood Auto Salon, Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
going out over here,
Steamboat
just so you know.
Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and
I'm aware.
with Colorado Group Realty.
It's time now for Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM 105.7
I'm aware.
and SteamboatRadio.com.
Thank you. I'm the intern. I know everything. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We are just underway with the second half of action here on KTYV 105.7. We're online as well at steamboatradio.com. Old Giggly Bits over here, Lone Epstein, will have the second half of action for you.
Haven't giggled once, Flood.
Right.
So after a pretty exciting first half, the Sailors down 2-1 as we enter this second half of action. 38:40 on the clock as we're just getting this one set as Daniel Lopez had the throw in, try to find his teammate Pete Dorr, nothing doing there. And the Devils are going to send it back the other way. Into the big circle it goes as the Devils try to find some sort of offense here as they were the only team to capitalize later in that first half. The Sailors, a little recap here, Sailors started it off early with a nice strike from Ollie Caparelli to get it kicked off with a 1-0 lead. Not short after, the Devils answered back, and towards the end of that first half, they ended it with a nice little screenplay, and that's a dangerous play there. Charlie Welch able to get his hands on that before it went into the net. Bounced off two heads and careened right into his chest as the Devils look fast and furious here. Sailors do too. A lot of energy on this field right now as Devils try to work it into the offensive zone. That is going to be Sandoval trying to get a crossover shot, and it's going to be nothing doing. And another opportunity here by Granillo, and what a quick reflex save by Charlie Welch as he was able to catch that one off the bounce right before it went over his head. Nice save there.
Yeah, it looked like that one actually caromed off of Alfredo Perez. Unintentional redirect, and big save from Welch.
Here is Peter Dorr catching the pass from Daniel Lopez, and it goes out of bounds. Lopez will throw it in once more, and we already reiterated it, but they are glad to have him back. So Lopez from the near side throws it in. He's got a wide open Perez, and Perez is just going to send this one back over to Scopa, now to Lopez. And here's a deep shot from Lopez, and nothing doing there as the Devils are going to retake control here. Castor meets the ball at the midline. And this one's going to go back into the offensive zone for the Sailors. Here we go now with James Burnson. Burnson can't quite get a foot on it, and it looks like he put hands on his defender, and the refs are going to see that and blow the whistle. This one's going back the other way with Eagle Valley. Big boot all the way down. Granillo trying to catch up to it. It's going to be cleared away by the Sailors as that ball goes out of bounds. Nice job there from Jack Kleins getting his first couple minutes of the game. And Lopez now working with two defenders. He is a shifty man as he's going to take this one inside the big circle. Now kicks it out. And a nice play here. Opportunity for the Sailors. And it'll be wrapped up by Eagle Valley. Apologies to anyone watching our live stream. Vlad and Chase had to run out for a moment. He should be back as he was working the camera. So if it stays still for a little while, understand why. Shouldn't be too long as Sailors take possession here. It'll be Daniel Lopez. He works up the near side. Gives this over to Pete Dorr. Back to Lopez. Cross in the door. Nice play here. Opportunity for Caparelli as they've got the big three on the field right now. Now Jack Kleins working it up. Triangle pass there, and it's going to be stolen away. Here we go. A 3-on-2 opportunity for the Devils. And it's going to be a foot race. All the way down the field, it's going to be Chavez. Chavez looking for the crossover. Can he get it? And it's going to be stopped and goes out of bounds before any more momentum's picked up there for the Devils. Great defensive effort from the Sailors on that one. Now a nice little toss here. Caparelli comes in out of nowhere to try to save it, but it's going to be gathered by the Devils, and a shot is going to be well over the crossbar. That was Armando Munoz. As he went way over the Sailors' goal. Sailors trying to get it back now. They're going to work it up the field. Nice play there to find Sam Brown in the middle, as Brown's going to be working up the far side. He's trying to split the defense, and it's going to be taken away once more. Sailors trying to make some extra passes, but they keep getting it stolen away, as the Devils are playing some great defensive ball here early in this second half. 33:50 to go. Devils lead 2-1. Sailors looking for the equalizer, as a lot of speed shown here from Chavez. He's going to take it up into the goal, and it's going to be worked around by Castor once more. Saves this one. Castor sends it up top to Brown. Now it'll be worked over to the far side. That's going to be Jack Klein. And Caparelli now taking it in, trying to get the crossover. A lot of speed here. He's got an opportunity. Caparelli, crossover, over to Lopez. He's going to line it up. He's got a one-man to beat, and he puts it against the post and out of bounds. Nice ISO play there from Daniel Lopez, who almost buried that one in the back of the net, but the Devils get saved there by the post. So a corner kick here from Daniel Lopez, as he will handle it from the near side. Lopez goes up, puts it into play, and it'll be gathered by the Sailors. Castor tips it up, and it's going to be saved by Tyron Cameron. That's another great save from Cameron, who had some epic gloves in that first half. Ball goes out of bounds right in front of the stands here, near side, as Roman Turner was trying to make a play there. Lopez drops back on D. Now the Devils working. This is going to be gathered by the Sailors now. Castor handles it, tries to give it back to his man. Garnillo gets a foot on that. And now Jack Kleins is going to try to handle it. Lopez. Over to Burnson, back to Castor. Castor now working in the defensive zone. He's just going to send this away, nothing doing, and give it to Charlie Welch. Welch is going to work it back up now. Sam Brown's going to handle it. Nice play there from Brown, as he's going to work up the near side. Ball goes out of bounds. Whistle blown, and this one will be in possession of the Sailors. So the Sailors working. Vlad Chase back in studio, as he had to go meet up with some lady friend. I couldn't quite tell who that was.
Get out of here.
So for all of everyone watching the live stream, the slacker is back, and the Sailors are back to business as well. Here we go. Boot all the way down over to the near side, and there's going to be a whistle here.
Yeah, another foul there, and free kick coming up for Eagle Valley. Lowen, I mean, in this second half of play, if you're Steamboat, you have to think there's some confidence with that, because they did score that first goal. They've had their chances. This is not necessarily a game that has been played only in their defensive third, which we've seen to certain degrees at a lot of junctures of the season. So if you're Steamboat offensively, just keep humming away and keep plugging away, because there will get some chances here in this half.
30 minutes, 28 seconds to go on the clock. A great defensive stop there from the Devils, as the Sailors came careening down into the offensive zone. And it'll be another opportunity here for Eagle Valley. Corner kick. Ball's going to be headed up. Almost goes out of play, and it does. So the Sailors retake possession. It'll be Charlie Welch from the net, kicking this one down. Sailors working right to left on your radio dial, trying to find the tying goal here, as they are down 2-1 on 105.7, as I'm Lone Epstein with Vlad and Chase. And this ball goes out of bounds once more. It'll be gathered by the Devils. Another opportunity here for the boys in black and pink. like we said, repping that breast cancer awareness day, Vlad. Looks good. As nice big shot there, and that one is going to be saved by Welch. What a save, but what a shot too from the Devils. But Charlie Welch getting huge props from his teammates there as he punched that one over the crossbar and had to go full extension to make that save. That was pretty incredible, Vlad.
That was a good looking save there. Charlie Welch, he's a former goalkeeper for hockey as well, and he's really good with his angles. Had that one down, was making sure it would not squeak through. And like you said, great save there. Corner kick does not go for anything, as there was an opportunity to volley that out of the air, but it was fired well wide.
And so Welch now, that's got to be a great feeling for the young goalie getting his first start ever. He's going to send a nice pass over to Lopez, tries to dangle by two, and that's going to be stolen away by the Devils. There's a whistle here, and Lopez is on the ground. Lopez getting helped up from Pete Dorr as they need him to bounce back. They need him in this game. Vlad, while you were away, he had an absolutely beautiful 1v1 in the corner, and it just went off the post. Was going to go. It was a sure thing goal before the post saved it, and he really showed off his skills. So they need him here. As
dang post coming out of nowhere.
As here we go, it's going to be Eagle Valley. Granillo tries to tip it in, and that's going to be a score for the Devils. He's got one assist now and one goal as Guadalupe Granillo, the junior, tips that one by for an Eagle Valley goal, and they go up 3-1. What'd you see there, Vlad?
Just another one of those mental lapses, and that's what's been the Achilles heel of this Steamboat squad throughout the whole year. There's been some games where they've been playing really well, really tight with the team, and then all of a sudden it'll have a slip up, and there it was again. That defender just needs to make sure he bodies, gets in front of Granillo, who is trying to attack, and lets Charlie get out there and play that ball. Instead, he goes shoulder to shoulder, which is never a good plan, especially at that point in the field, and it shows as to why.
And a missed shot there from the Sailors. Caparelli almost netted his second of the game. Instead, it sails over. And now the Sailors are in panic mode as we've got 27-22 left on the clock here in this one. Down by 2. Your boys in white are trying to come back, trying to get their third win on the season. As this ball is going to be tipped down into the big circle. Here's another opportunity for the Devils as they're going to send this one up the far side. Trying to catch up to it is the Sailors, and it looks like they do. Two fellas get tripped up there, and there's going to be was there a whistle there?
Yeah, it looked like there may have been offsides on this near AR.
Yeah, it looked like that was an offsides call against the Devils, so the Sailors are going to kick this one away, and they send it all the way into the middle of the field. That's going to be gathered by James Burnson. Burnson trying to make a play out of it, gets it stolen away by the Devils, and now they're going to work it up once more. Sailors get it back. Here's Burnson. He's got Lopez dashing. Can he show off his speed here? He does. He gets to it first. Lopez with a little 1v1 action, tips it in and just barely misses it on the far post. That was a great shot from Lopez. Sailors save it from going out of bounds, and they still have an opportunity here as the Devils take control now, and they're going to work it up the far side. Man, that was one heck of a display of speed from Daniel Lopez.
I gotta say though, great through ball from James Burnson. He's been sorely missed while he was out with an injury for a good chunk of the season, and it's really good to have him back as well. Another one of those seniors that in his last campaign here, he's trying to really come up with some good stuff.
Lopez with a little give and go from him to Kleins, and Lopez was looking for the crossover, trying to find Caparelli on the far side, just missed him as that ball sails out of bounds. Too high on that.
Don't ever get too high on that kind of stuff, man.
Yep. Good advice there.
Gotta keep it playable.
Gotta keep it playable. Can't be getting too high. As the Devils are going to take control here. They're going to back this one up into their defensive zone. They tip it up way into the air. Sailors trying to gun for it. Ganillo, as there's going to be a whistle called here. I think that was Jack Kleins, put his hands on the back of Granillo as he went up to try to head that away. So it's going to be a far kick down into the Sailor zone this time. And two guys battling for it down there in the corner, as this is going to be finalized by the Devils, and there's going to be a man falling to the ground. That was Sandoval. They're looking for a call there, and I think they're going to get one. Him and James Burnson get wrapped up at about the 25, and they both go down. This one is going to be a free kick for the Devils. So the Sailors lining up here. It'll be Sandoval taking it. He's going to boot this one into play, and it's going to be gathered by the Sailors, and that's a great save there once more from Charlie Welch, and that ball goes harmlessly behind the net. Sailors retake possession. Great play there from Charlie Welch, as it kind of came in on a weird bounce, and he's able to run in front of it and kind of glove it like a shortstop. Great job there from Welch. He boots this one up all the way to Lopez. That's been his main guy here tonight. Lopez misses the header, goes out of bounds, and now the Devils take over once more.
You know, Lone, I've been meaning to ask you, man, what do you think about guacamole?
Man, I think it can really be hit or miss, Vlad. I think it really can. You know, you're either getting it bad, it's either bad, or it's impeccable. There's no in between.
Yeah. Back to action now. Here from Eagle Valley High School, Hot Stuff Stadium.
Another nice stop there from Welch, who's kind of, he's kind of got the blister effect in this game, as, they're down 3-1, but a lot of people, when they see that score, they're not going to really know that he had some pretty wonderful saves here, especially from a young buck like he is.
Is that what that's called, the blister effect?
I think it is.
I like that. I haven't heard that before.
I appreciate it.
You just made that up.
Vlad, why you gotta, I'm trying to sound good and you're calling me out.
I'm sorry. I was saying I like it. I wasn't calling you out.
Well, I did make it up.
It was good.
So this ball goes out of bounds. Sailors are going back into the defensive zone. 22-35. Sailors down 3-1. As it's going to be Granillo throwing it in. He's got Castor on him. It's going to be tipped away by the Sailors for a moment before the Devils are finally able to retake possession. Sailors looking a little gassed here in the defensive zone. They've been down here for a while, past couple minutes at least, as the Devils looking for another one to notch. Nice steal here from the Sailors. They're going to try to get this one up the field now. Quickly, it's going to be Pete Dorr working. Sailors moving in right to left on your radio dial. Dorr trips up, but he's able to stay on his feet. And it's going to be Sam Brown now in the middle, trying to fight for it against two fellas. Excuse me, that's Cardillo. Man, the hair on those two guys, it's the same. They both got the froze. And and it messes me up, man. And another whistle's going to be called here. I believe that was another offsides for the Sailors.
No, it looks like Cardillo got a yellow card.
So Cardillo gets a yellow card. They're going to make a substitution. I believe that's Bryce Zetzman coming in the game.
It is.
Yep. As Zetzman comes in the game, Cardillo heads off. He's got a lot of time here so far tonight. This ball's going to be booted down. Welch is going to handle it, and we'd like to take this time to say another shout out to some of our sponsors here on 105.7 as Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. The Paoli Group, if you ever are searching for your own prime real estate, give them a call at 870-0552. Celebrations, formerly In Celebrations of Kids, is fun for kids of all ages. Check out the brand new arcade games, 1,600 square foot candy store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 25 flavors of Hawaiian shaved ice. Okay, we're going, Vlad. Plus more. Schedule your party today, SteamboatCelebrations.com. And Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Friends coming to town, call us at 970-879-8000 for the locals connection discount. Back to action here as the Sailors are looking to handle this one. Welch is going to give this up to Brown. Brown's going to try to beam this one in. Indeed, he will. He's looking for a man here. He's got Caparelli wide open, speed catching up to it. Crossover pass, barely misses a man, and the Devils are going to get this one out of play, so another missed opportunity there. Here's Jack Kleins, fields the defense, and he puts up a shot right into the arms of the goalkeeper. That was a powerful shot from Jack Kleins. Couldn't get it to go, though, as it's going to be booted back down into Eagle Valley territory. So, Sailors playing defense. Looking to net 2 more and tie this game up. Down 3-1 with 19:53 on the clock. Let's see what they can do here as we fall towards the second half of this game. As Sailors working. It's going to be Zetzman trying to get by a man. Kicked back. Devils handle it. And they're going to have a nice little crossover pass here. Kleins is able to head that one out of bounds. That was probably a great play for him, as if not, Granillo most likely would have caught up to that one. Vlad, if you're the Sailors right now, you know there's got to be some sense of urgency. If you're Coach Bowman and company, what's your offensive game plan here? Because right now, time of possession, Eagle Valley's dominating.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's just about getting behind the ball. Again, they've been focusing on it for a better part of the year, but we saw it most effectively played out when they played that first half against Battle Mountain. I'd say get behind the ball, maybe keep 2 attackers up top just to be able to streak them and stretch the D a little bit. But you've got to make sure that you are just swarming that ball defensively, giving it your all. I mean, you really, at this point, you've got 18:43 left. It's a 2-goal game, so you've got to make sure you're putting your full effort into this. A goal here, I mean, if you get one in the next 3 minutes even, that really sets you up nicely to try and get back in this one.
Yeah, like you said, goals come in bunches. If there's one, there's probably one following. Sailors just got to put one in here. Last time they scored was very beginning of the first half. It was Oliver Caparelli on a nice little sneak play, netted one in, and maybe they should go back to that. Here's Lopez dealing with a defender, and there's going to be a card here as, no, not a card, but a whistle as Bernston just knocked the man to the ground. So the Devils handle it. Bernston trying to get back into play, and he just gets dusted on the turnaround. That was Munoz with a great little move there. He kicks this one out of bounds. Sailors take it back.
You have to be very meticulous with your decisions as well. If you're the Sailors, you can't be giving any balls away here. If it's an earned play, if it's earned possession for Eagle Valley to intercept a nice ball, that's one thing. But you cannot have any letdowns here in the last 17 and a half minutes. Yeah. Otherwise, you can just kiss it goodbye.
Yeah, no more of those relapses, as you say. So this one's going to be booted into play for the Devils. Kevin Castor gets it to his netminder. And now Charlie Welch is just going to throw this one up top. So Welch trying to find his man there. That's going to be Murat Washburn on the far side. Washburn trying to go all the way up the sideline. Trips and falls. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of...
No, they're bringing this all the way back. That's actually a foul against Washburn. He was pushed. So they're bringing it back. It's interesting. The official wanted to play advantage on that. And then when Washburn went down, he was forced to blow the whistle. So good explanation there as Sailors retake control here. That's what I'm here for.
And to run the camera.
As
here's Daniel Lopez trying to look over for a crossover. He gets his man. Caparelli tips it in front of himself. Here's a shot, and he just goes over.
Yeah, those are tough, but you have to make sure you keep your hips and body over the ball. If you lean back too much, you get the laces under the ball and tend to fire that one high, which is exactly what we saw there.
Lopez and Caparelli have been the 1-2 all night. Lopez on this near side, Caparelli on the far. as Lopez, the ball's been coming down to him a lot more than it has been to Caparelli, and he's been hitting him with these crossovers. He put his hands in his face after that missed opportunity, and you can really tell that he wishes he had that one back. And a missed shot here from Eagle Valley. Before the shot even went off, there was a whistle.
Kevin Castor, our protein man of the game, has put his hand up to let him know that there was indeed an offsides play there.
Protein man of the game, Kevin Castor. As this is going to be gathered by the Sailors. Welch gives it over to Brown. Now it's going to be tipped up and goes back into possession of Eagle Valley. Ball's going to be on the far side. Sailors trying to draw back into defense. It's a crossover play and a shot from the Devils. It's going to be Ganillo, and he can't connect. He was looking for that bottom left corner, and it just goes wide left, out of bounds. Sailors dodge a bullet there. Man, I got to tell you, Vlad, Granillo has been playing a wonderful game. He's got an assist and a goal, and he's been in on pretty much every one of these plays.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really played well. Probably man of the match if we are going for both squads.
So this ball tipped into play by Welch. Here we go. It's going to be Lopez on an opportunity. He dusts his man, puts up a shot into the corner, and he misses, and he wishes he had that one back. He had it wide open. The lefty heater is just too far wide, and Daniel Lopez hanging his head.
Just a bit outside.
14-17 and counting down here. Sailors down 3-1. Trying to get their third W of the season here in Eagle Valley.
Looks like Cardillo may be coming back in the game here in short order. I've got to say, though, Lowen, if you're Steamboat, just with how the season's gone, started off really strong here today. You got that goal right away, but goals have been so hard to come by this year for Steamboat. You've got to score in the next 4 minutes if you want to come back in this one down by 2. Give yourself as much time as possible to get that second goal, even with them coming in bunches.
And the Sailors taking control here. As Eagle Valley has it, makes a man miss, and that's one heck of a goal there from the box. Unbelievable. Sandoval sends one deep into the net from 30 yards out, and Welch had no chance at that.
Yeah, I mean, that was
pretty incredible.
That man's got an absolute rocket for a leg.
That was a rocket indeed. That caught me off guard. Sandoval made a man miss. He got by Lopez. He got by Caparelli, and then he just let a heater go from the 30 and buries it. Make that 4-1.
Yeah, that's a real tough one if you're the Steamboat Sailor. Sam Brown now looks like he may have had the conclusion of his match tonight. Good to see him get some time out there today because, of course, he's been nursing an injury. So it's good that he got minutes in. 13:29 left now, and I've got to think that may be the proverbial nail in the coffin because goals, like I said, have not exactly been easy to come by for the Steamboat Sailors.
They haven't. As the Sailors are going to be looking for another opportunity here, down by 3.
That ball was still rotating when he set that one.
Yeah, the ball
upfield. He didn't let that one stop.
Granillo thought he had a shot at it, but they're going to send this one all the way back to the midline. And we've got 12:56 to go now. Sailors down 4-1. Still looking for their third win of the season. Vlad, what's the next game on the schedule?
Oh, boy, that's a great question. I want to say they've got a week off, and they're going to actually be taking on Summit next Tuesday on the road as well.
Is that a potential win for them?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, Summit is definitely, they're strong, but these teams that they've played are, going through the same ups and downs that so many teams go through. That's high school. That's just high school sports. But Summit, Eagle, these are definitely winnable games. So if you're Steamboat, you keep your head up. The toughest one is going to be their last game of the year, and that'll actually be against Battle Mountain at home. I believe that'll be our senior night. I mean, it's going to be a great game. It always is, but Battle Mountain, I wouldn't be very surprised if they were not in the state championships, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they won it all. They're incredible.
Really?
Yeah. They're a really good team, one of those special ones.
Just like you.
Different type, but yes.
As the special one running the camera, if you're watching our live stream on steamboatradio.com, 11:32 to go now, 4-1. Sailors down by 3, trying to get one more goal here as Caparelli's going to handle it in the big circle.
And in case you're wondering, it's the intern who's doing the play-by-play today.
Calling me out like that, all right.
You called me out, hey, man.
As Welch is going to boot this one all the way up to Kevin Castor. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagle Valley taking over here. Some younger players getting in the game now as Samuel Miraz, the freshman, going in for the Devils. And goes out of bounds once more. Most of the starters still in for the Sailors as it'll be taken from the corner for Eagle Valley. Tipped up into the air. It's going to be handled around the Sailors' net. And a big boom. 10 feet into the air. Ball goes.
Nope, I did forget. There's actually, that's really embarrassing that I forgot that. And there will be Centaurus on Friday. It's a really awesome opportunity for the boys. They get to play down at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. That's something that they try to do, every other year for this program. It's really an incredible chance. And unfortunately, this is why I forgot it, but we are not able to cover that one. Hopefully, we're going to be sending down a video camera, so there will at least be live stream. That's the goal for us. But there's no guarantees as to that. Still have to check the technology and how much of it exactly we have. Because Brian Harvey will be heading to Battle Mountain to call Sailors football, and I will be calling Moffat County football. So it's a triple threat Friday evening.
Triple threat. Sailors need a triple threat right here if they want to come back into this one.
That was really messy. That was not great.
As the Sailors are going to handle it here at about the midline. It's going to be gathered now by the Devils, and this is going to be an opportunity for Granillo.
Oh, no. So, see, there's another one. There's been a couple chances the Sailors have had at that ball, and they just have kicked it to no avail. They couldn't clear. Those are the types of plays I said they've got to clean up. And down the stretch here, last handful of games, you want to make sure that you are doing just that if you want to come out with some results.
Sailors just trying to make the best of these final 10 minutes, 8:51 actually left on the clock here on this Tuesday evening game in Eagle Valley at Hot Stuff Stadium. Whistle's going to be blown here as it looked like Caparelli was going after with a defender. Sailors are going to retain possession. This is going to be Daniel Lopez sending a nice one all the way down. That's going to get booted back, though, by the Devils. And into the circle it goes as the Sailors are fighting for it. Big scrum here, finally going to be gathered by the Devils. This is going to be Munoz handling it. He's going right up into the face of his defender. Munoz is just playing with him now, slows it down, sends it back out, and now up the near side back to Munoz. It goes out of bounds. Sailors take over.
Haven't seen as much of Reese John as we have through the first portion of this season, but a little bit less time here for the freshman this evening. Not sure if it's just a matter of getting different players involved or what that is.
Looks like Alex Spiegel in the game as well, and Jackson Scott. Two younger kids getting some time here.
Great Scott.
As the Devils work this along the far side. Now inside, Devils take a shot, and Welch, I don't think he punched it that time. It just barely went over, hit the goalpost, and it bounces harmlessly, stayed in play. So Welch is going to keep this one booted up to midfield, looking for Lopez. He's going to head this over a defender, and now the Sailors are going to handle it once more. Nice little slip-by play here from the Sailors. It's going to be crossover, looking for an opportunity, no good. This ball goes out of bounds. 6:58 on the clock. Sailors trying to just get one more here. As it goes out of bounds once again. I want to say one last shout out to our sponsors here on 105.7 KTYV, Steamboat Springs Radio. Mountain Mattress and Furniture, located on Loggers Lane, offering the best prices and service without leaving the valley. Shop local and sleep great. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. And Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you'll always meet by accident. Call Russell's Auto Salon at 879-1515. Also a special thanks to Steamboat Ace Hardware, the Paoli Group, Celebrations, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture. It's going to be the Devils' foot race here as Pete Dorr tries to catch up to it. He's just going to give this one to his goalie, Welch. And let's talk about Welch for a second. He's a freshman, getting his first start of his career. Well, I mean, were you impressed? I was pretty impressed, honestly. I know the score doesn't say so, but I like to think that this is something that he should be proud of.
No, definitely just one of those blister games, man. You know, you got it, and you're absolutely right in that this score is not indicative of his play whatsoever. There's been some really good goals that have been scored, be it that opening one that tied things up at 1-1 after the lead the Sailors had on the Caparelli goal. That was a beautiful service from Granillo. All the way through to that latest goal, which was just an absolute laser beam that had been earmarked for the top. I mean,
from Munoz.
No goalie is going to stop that one. So really, really good performance here from Charlie. I think that he has a lot of positive things to take from this. Hopefully, obviously the score is not what you want. The outcome is not what you want, but a lot of good stuff from the freshman.
So as we run under 5 minutes to go here, it's going to be Kevin Castor handling it. He gets tied up with a defender, and that was Granillo. They blow a whistle there, and the Devils take over.
Extra protein there last weekend.
So Alex Sandoval will kick this one in for the Devils. Sandoval surveying his options. And he's just slowing things down here. Puts one into play. Nice little kick there, and Welch is diving for it, and he loses it for a moment, and a missed shot there from the Devils as it went behind the net. Welch had it in his arms for a second, and it looked like it just bounced off his chest. And Munoz tried to rock a shot off there, but they blew it dead.
I think that was an offsides.
I think it was too, as Welch is going to kick this away from his own net. Gives it over to Castor, back to Welch. Now back to Castor. Nice little pitch and catch there in the defensive zone. He puts this one into play. That'll be Bryce Zetzman gunning for it. Now given back in by the Devils. Sailors have control of it. That's going to be Cardillo trying to make a play, and he gets it stolen away. A lot of heads being thrown back. A lot of palm faces, you know what I'm saying, Vlad? It's a frustrating game, especially when it just feels like you're so close to clicking, but you're not finding that sweet spot, because the Sailors have had a lot of opportunities tonight. I mean, we've had 5-6 alone just between the Lopez and Caparelli connection. It's tough.
It absolutely is, and that's what it is. It's not necessarily anything more than missed chances, and you know just how close you are. It's not like these kids are upset at their teammates. Like I've reiterated over and over, this team's done a really good job. When you have 2 wins on a year this deep into a season, it's really tough sometimes mentally, especially a high school team. But they've done such a good job in the locker room of really keeping it together, keeping it positive. But it's exactly that, Lone. Couldn't have said it better. I mean, it's those little things that they know it was off by that much. And you could have had, 4 or 5 wins pretty easily if it hadn't been so.
So now you run with 2 minutes to play in the game. Like Vladnik explained earlier, the only 2 schools that he knows of that do this rule where the refs now keep time in the final 2 minutes is Eagle Valley and Glenwood. So we don't know where the clock is at.
That's all to our right, Lowen.
But the refs down on
the whole time.
The refs down on the field keep track now. As Eagle Valley still playing tough ball here. Castor in the game. Gives it over to Welch. He almost loses it. Gives it back to his teammate instead. Now Castor's going to boot this one up. Tries to find Alex Spiegel. And he gets it stolen away. Spiegel trying to hustle for it. Gives this one back over to Granillo. And now it's going to be held in the left side, on the left side of the field. As that was Munoz who went and took a spill. So a corner kick awarded to the Devils. As this will be Munoz sending it in. And a nice punch out from Welch. He was able to get a fist on that one before anyone was able to head it into the net. And now a throw in from the Devils once more. Munoz takes control, spins around, loses it for a moment. Here's a play for the Sailors as Cardillo was running, couldn't quite get a hand on it, and now he's going to throw this ball in, and that'll do it. The final whistle blows, and the Sailors are going to walk off the field with a 4-1 loss to Eagle Valley. A very electric and physical game. It was a pleasure to call it with you, Vlad. I really do appreciate it. For Vlad and Chase, I'm Lowen Epstein on 105.7 KTYV and on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM. Brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank.